2005 film is based on the real-life case of Annalise Michel, a young woman who underwent a series of exorcisms and died from malnutrition. Two priests were charged with negligent homicide following her death. The film incorporates elements from her story, including recordings from the actual exorcism, which are played during the closing credits. A Nightmare on Elm Street. This classic horror film features a burned killer with razor-sharp fingers who haunts teenagers in their dreams. The name, Freddy Krueger, came from director Wes Craven's childhood bully. The film's concept was inspired by reports Craven read about a group of Hmong refugees from Laos and Cambodia who suffered from traumatic nightmares. Some were so afraid of sleeping that they died in their sleep, later classified as sudden unexplained nocturnal death syndrome. Child's Play. The creepy doll in Child's Play was inspired by a story from Key West painter and author Robert Eugene Otto. Otto claimed that his childhood toy would move from room to room, knock over furniture, and even talk to him. When a new family moved into Otto's former home, they also reported strange happenings involving the doll. Today, the infamous toy is on display at the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West. Scream. This self-aware slasher, directed by Wes Craven, was partially inspired by the real-life case of the Gainesville Ripper, Danny Rolling. Influenced by notorious serial killer Ted Bundy, Rolling murdered 5 college students in Florida in 1990. He was sentenced to death in 1994. Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece Psycho is based on the novel by Robert Bloch, who modeled the character Norman Bates after convicted murderer and grave robber Ed Gein. In 1950s Wisconsin, Gein exhumed corpses and created trophies from their remains. While the real Gein was not a serial killer in the traditional sense, his macabre crimes deeply influenced horror fiction. Poltergeist. Written by Steven Spielberg, Michael Grace, and Mark Victor, Poltergeist draws inspiration from strange occurrences at the Herman House in 1958. Residents reported objects moving on their own, including holy water bottles popping open inexplicably. These disturbances served as the basis for the supernatural chaos in the film. The Amityville Horror. Inspired by the terrifying experiences of the Lutz family, who moved into 112 Ocean Avenue in 1975, just 13 months after Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered 6 members of his family there, the Lutzes reported disturbing phenomena including green slime oozing from the walls and glowing red eyes peering through the windows. They fled the house less than a month after moving in.